Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do a quick update on Joaninha. And it looks like now it's going to make landfall on the island of Rodrigues, and it looks like it could be a very significant cyclone. And don't really pay attention to what the GFS has shown for the pressure, because it's clearly wrong, because the JTWC, or known as the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, is saying the pressure is at 944 millibars. So it's clearly got the intensity wrong, and it's clearly got the pressure wrong. So don't really focus on the pressure, what the GFS is showing. But obviously, more importantly, we need to keep an eye on the track. So here's Rodriguez here entering the frame, and as we go on into into Monday night, then into Tuesday morning, it's starting to penetrate in the eye wall, in well, like the southeastern eye wall, and potentially could get a bit of the eastern eye wall, and it makes a direct landfall with this system. We could see hurricane force winds for at least 10 hours or maybe even more, and tropical storm force winds lasting over a day. So this is really concerning. Storm surge is going to be a massive issue. We're going to see really bad winds. Obviously, we're going to see bad swells. It's just going to be really disastrous. This could be like a very significant cyclone, and do not underestimate this. You can't underestimate even a category 1 cyclone. Heck, you can't even underestimate a tropical storm. If it's named for a reason. You have to take precautions. It doesn't matter if it's a Cat 1 or a Cat 5. You need to take precautions, because these like systems can like affect people's lives. Like even a Category 1 can like affect someone's life. So don't underestimate. So just get your preparations done. You don't have much time left. Just evacuate if you can. Get your preparations done, and get like yourself into a secure part of the building, and just hunker down, because I'm really I'm sickened with the storm, because like the storm could be really bad, and I hope everyone pulls through and gets through this storm, and it could even intensify more than what all the models are showing, because it's still intensifying as it seems anyway. Sorry. And then it looks like it's going to maintain cyclone force winds, and it looks like it could even intensify, but with this one, it looks like the northern eye wall is starting to split, and that's a sign of it starting to lose its like a symmetrical look, and then like that's a sign of it like weakening overall. Then as we go on, it starts to lose its shape, and then it starts to weaken as it enters the cooler waters and drier air, and then it just dissipates over time. If you look at the HWRF, this is a higher resolution model. This has got the pressure more spot on. The G2WC, as I said, is 944. This is 946. So this is more where the G2WC is shown. And as you can see here, as we go on into Monday night, you can see Rodriguez takes a direct landfall with the eye here. And if we look at the simulated IR4 satellite, so like this is a sign of what it could look like. Like looking at this, it doesn't look that like intense. The eye looks like ragged and shallow, but the big thing is the cloud tops, and I think the eye could be more like symmetrical than what this model's leaning on, because like it does like struggle to get pinpoint accurate, but it is an indication of what it could look like. So it could look like this, but it could have a more like symmetric eye, and if it does, and if the eyes like a lot deeper and a lot more, and like if the eye's warmer, then it's a sign that it's very strong. And then as we go on, it's trying to organize itself, but it doesn't really get there. And I think I think it's wrong with this, because like especially the HWRF can't really accurately like show like what it's gonna look like. It has an idea, and it's like sometimes a good way to to show you what like it's gonna look like, or what it could look like, but don't say that's what's gonna look like, because it most likely won't. But yeah, like I might just would show that, and then obviously it's the same with every other model. It just starts to weaken over time. If we look at the sea surface temperature anomalies for the Indian Ocean, and for where like Madagascar is, and in like Mauritius, and where like the Reunion is, and Rodrigues, the temperatures are well above average, especially around Reunion and Mauritius, and Rodrigues. The like the sea surface temperatures are between 1.6 and 3.6 degrees above average. That is just crazily warm for this time of year. If we look at states of its temperature and anomaly, so for Reunion and Mauritius and the Rodrigues Island, it looks like the temperature is around 28 to 29 degrees, and like as I said countless times, for cyclones to develop it needs to be 26 degrees or higher, so it's 28 to 29, so there's nothing going wrong there until over time the wind shear is going to start to pick up, and then obviously the dry air is going to get like more apparent, so it's going to start to suck in that dry air, and then it's going to start to disrupt its like structure, and then it's going to start to lose its shape, and then lose its intensity overall. If we look at the model track guidance here, the nav gem in the GFS is quite like similar with the track, and over time it starts to split. So we don't really want to focus on what's going to happen after landfall. The main part is like the landfall, and it looks like now it's more or less a certainty we're going to get a landfall now, and that's actually really bad. Obviously, with the GFS like tracking guidance here, the majority of them obviously are making landfall, or basically a landfall. So regardless now, Rodriguez is definitely going to get catastrophic winds, definitely hurricane force winds, like Cat 3 winds, Cat 2 winds, and maybe higher for gusts as well. Then obviously the further it goes on, the more uncertainty there is, but obviously the main focus is the short term, because that's when it's affecting land. Here, look at the GTWC. As I've said before, it's expected to intensify a bit more before it weakens. So I can't even like rule out it like strengthen a lot more before landfall. We could say go to 105 to 110 knots even for landfall. So I can't rule out a potential category 3. I don't think it'll get to a cat 4, but I think it could definitely get to like a mid-range cat 3 for landfall. And again, for some reason, I've tried to I tried to get the satellite imagery up for Joaninha, and I just can't seem to find it for some reason. Like the sites are down for me anyway. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but I just can't find imagery. It's just an error. So I'm gonna trying to find it for the next update. And sorry, I forgot to mention here. So like this is the cone of uncertainty. The J2WC always has a massive cone for some reason, because I don't think them like models are like as accurate for tracks as the American models. But anyways, it's still the cone of the uncertainty. So the eye could go from here to here effectively. In the purple outline here is the hurricane force winds. In this red or maroon outline is tropical storm force winds. So the tropical storm force winds are really spread out here, like probably over 100 miles it looks like. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you never miss an upload. And yeah guys, if you're in the island of Rodriguez, this is really concerning, and I hope you're all hunkered down, and I hope you're all got your preparations, your generators all sorted, and I hope you've got supplies ready, food, lights ready, and try to keep yourself as far away from windows as possible and from the outside. So try to get to the center and to the lowest ground as you can, because you don't want to be in next to windows, because if you're like close to windows, 2x4s could easily get launched through windows, and like especially if it's a cat 4 or like a cat 5, like it starts to rip off roofs and rip off foundations, and you want to be as far away from the outside as possible. So guys, if you're in Rodriguez, stay safe. I hope you make it out, and it's just really sad that it's happening. And also guys, I probably won't live stream tonight. I can't rule it out. I'll keep you informed on my social medias on Twitter, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna live stream, because I am busy in there. So I might try to live stream, but if not, there'll be an update as like always tomorrow. So guys, I hope you like the video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll definitely see you tomorrow.